Hello, my sewing friends. I have 4 recent makes to show you. Finally, I've gotten enough sewing done that I have stuff to show you. But before I do that, I want to explain why I'm in here. This is my library. This is a room that is bigger than my sewing room. The sewing room is the smallest bedroom, and I have 5 kids. And I have no room for when they come to visit me. Somebody always has to be on an air mattress, or a couple, anywhere in particular. There just isn't enough room for everybody. So had a brainstorm the other day, and I thought, ooh, what if I bring all my sewing stuff in here and I make this into a combination room? Well, great idea. So I designed the whole thing, and now I'm waiting because I need to get a door for the doorway. This is a bonus room, so it's open to the great room and the kitchen and dining room. So, you know, all that area there. It's very open out there. So I really need a door to shut so that when I'm running my serger, which is very much of a racket, then my husband isn't disturbed when he's watching NFL football. I don't know about your husband, but mine is about bonkers that there's no sports on TV. He's managing. Oh, okay, so recent makes. I am going to begin with a dress that took me so long, and it's because I had fitting issues. I got it all done, and I was ready to, it was like it was hemmed, it was all done, and it didn't fit. And I had forgotten that I always have extra in the armhole area, and I had forgotten to account for that. So I had to take it all apart and put those darts in, and I had lined it, so put the darts in the lining too, and all of that. This is Vogue 1251. It is a Rebecca Taylor dress, and I took this thing, and when I did my plans video for it, I said, I am hacking the heck out of this thing. So take that, Vogue. So this is my Take That, Vogue dress. This is a dress that obviously is nothing on the pattern front like what I made. I mean, it's vaguely similar, but I didn't like the straight skirt, so I flared it. I didn't want sleeves, so I made it without. I didn't want to line it, but I ended up lining it anyway. And I had a lot of hand stitching that I had to do, but that was all right too. I was willing to do that. And it turned out beautifully. This calls for crepe de chine, charmeuse, and lightweight jersey, and a lining/underlining of China silk. Well, I didn't do that. I used quilting cotton. I used quilting cotton that I had gotten on sale at Joann's. It was on clearance, and I loved it. It's a navy blue with gold embossed swallows. They are printed on, they are not embroidered on, but I wanted the style lines on this to show. So I top stitched all of them so that they really show off the structure of the dress. So I am so happy with this. Now that it's done, it fits, I can wear it, it looks fantastic. I am a huge fan of Vogue and their designs, but I don't always get along with them because I create a lot of problems for myself, when I want to change it all up, and then I run into problems. But I ran into some other problems too. I had forgotten to account for a lower empire waistline, so I had to recut the bottoms. It was a mess. That's why it took me so long, because I would get frustrated with it, and I would put it on the dress form and just stare at it and be mad at it, and then I'd get over it, and then I'd think, I gotta finish that. So I'm really happy I did, and I'm really happy with the way it turned out. So I hope you like it as much as I do, because I love it. Next up is my Mother's Day maxi that I was able to finish, believe it or not, for the Mother's Day challenge, hosted by Tea of Tea and Crumpets and Crystal of Crystal Sews and Stuff, I think is what it is. But anyway, I didn't think I was going to be able to get the maxi done because I was working on another maxi and I had all manner of trouble with that. And I still haven't even cut it out yet because of, I'll tell you another time. Anyway, this is Vogue 2753. I'm pretty sure I bought this new. I am not even kidding. It does not have a date on it because Vogue didn't start dating their patterns probably until somebody bought them and started doing it. I'm not sure. I think McCalls bought them. But, you know, some big magnet owns all of them now, so who knows. Anyway, so this is a loose-fitting dress worn with a belt. It has a self-fabric belt, and I loved the sleeves. They just spoke to me. I love these sleeves, and they're easy to do. I used a chiffon, which I had gotten initially. I think I got a remnant of it at Walmart. And then I found it on clearance at Hobby Lobby, so I bought a bunch of it. And so I had it and knew it was going to be perfect for this. Actually, it looks very similar to what the model is wearing on the front, so turned out great. It is a lot like a muumuu, a lot like just a very loose-fitting, you know, dress, which makes it comfortable. Now, I don't know about it being comfortable for around the house in a crepe de chine, but oh my gosh, it's so comfortable. And this calls for, as it would have back in the 70s, early 80s, it calls for hemming the sleeves and the bottom hem with a narrow hem, where you turn it under 1/4 of an inch, turn it under another 1/4 of an inch, and then you top stitch. Well, these sleeves are cut in circles. They're flounces, before flounces were all popular. And because of that, I don't ever even try to hem anything that's in a circle with a narrow hem. I just, no. I either line it or I roll hem it on my serger, which is what I did. And Jane, I have not forgotten you. I will go back and do a quick video on how I do that. I haven't forgotten, just so you know. But that made it really easy. So the hems were just rolled hems, and then I did a rolled hem on the bottom. It worked fantastic. So I really like this. Now what I would like to do with this is get some navy blue faux leather, and I would like to make a belt, and I know exactly the kind of belt I want. I want it to be the kind that comes up and gets wider and then comes down and then either ties or has a buckle, and I think that would look fantastic with this. So, especially because they blouse it out here in the pattern, and so anyway, that's what I'm thinking I'm going to do with that. But great dress. This would be great in a rayon or a very soft cotton, and possibly even a lightweight jersey, I think. It does call for, what's it call for? Fabrics, soft or crisp fabrics, lightweight crepe, crepe de chine, georgette, tissue file, and challis and batiste. So those are all, you know, those very lightweight fabrics. You know what this might look really good in is some of that Hawaiian fabric that I got. Lastly, I have two things. I have Simplicity 8956. This is a pair of pants. When I saw them, I loved them. You know, I'm finding that I make a lot of things very close or just like what the model is wearing. I don't know why I keep doing that, except for this. Yeah, this, nuh-uh. But these pants, I really, really loved the look of them. I love the look of that waistline in the front and the way it ties, and I just thought they looked really comfortable, and they are. I found some micro suede that I had. It's all polyester, I'm very sure, and it worked really well. I was really happy with the way they came out. It had some fitting issues, as we all do with pants. You know how that goes. If I were going to do these again, I would put the invisible zipper that goes up the back of the pants, I would put it up the front because it's invisible and it would be covered by this tie. So I I think I will do that. I did a facing, just a very narrow facing on the hem of the pants because I really wanted some extra length. I had cut them a little bit long, but not long enough. So yeah, she's wearing these with just white tennis shoes, trainers, sneakers, whatever you want to call them. But I would probably wear mine with more of like a, I don't know, like a bootie with a heel. So yeah, here I have on just some shoes that I had, flats that I had that I just tossed on. I think I've had those flats for like 25 years. They just never go out of style. I forget what they're called, but anyway, so that's the pants. And then the top, I needed a top to go with it because I had nothing that would match this. I thought about maybe a navy blue t-shirt, which I do have one, but I don't know, I didn't feel like it was dressed up enough. So, or a white t-shirt would have been fine, but anyway, so I had this. I had McCalls 6555, and this is from 1979. It's a collection of blouses, and so I made view C, but I didn't put the band on the bottom of the puffed sleeve. I didn't want that. I didn't want it to bind on my arms, honestly. And this was a size 12 pattern, so I did have to enlarge it a little bit, but it ended up being really cute, and it goes perfectly with these pants. So very, very, very happy with that. My only thing I wish I had done with this blouse, I wish I had done the buttons a little differently. I tried and tried and tried to find buttons for this and ended up going with some wooden buttons. And I wish I had spaced them out a little further. And honestly, I wish I don't know if I couldn't find ones that looked right, but I wish I had done the shank buttons that have the pearlized sheen to them. Just little round ones, flat on top, you know what I'm talking about. I kind of wish I had done that. I think it would have dressed it up a little bit. But as it is, I love this shirt. I love this blouse. It's so comfortable. It fits fantastically. And I know it's going to go with a lot of things. And so now I'm inspired to make maybe cropped pants out of this in like a linen or a much lighter weight fabric than what obviously the micro suede is. I'm going to only be able to wear those up north in the winter time or the fall. But now I'm inspired to make something to go with this little blouse because I love it so much. And I know I'm not going to wear it unless I have something on the bottom that's white, maybe a white skirt, or that same color as the pants because, man, it just matches so great. I don't know where I got that fabric, if it was just a you know what, I think it was a sheet. Oh, microfiber sheet. I lied, it's not crepe de chine, it is microfiber sheet. Anyway, those are my 4 makes for the recent months, having finished a few up since I've been in quarantine. Oh my gosh. I also made a dress for a friend of mine. I haven't given it to her yet because she lives about 45 minutes north of me. So when I see her next, I will give that to her. And I'm also making masks. Yeah, who isn't making masks? I think that the big push for making them has kind of calmed down, and it's not such a big push right now, but we're still making masks, aren't we? My family needs them, so I've got them all laid out right now on top of my cutting table. And then I've got a few other things going, so I'll let you know about those as I do them. And that will do it for me. So that's it for now for me, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.